Hello everyone, now we will solve one more question from the same analysis of frame structure. Now it is given there, we have to find out the reactions as well as stress and type of stress in each member of the given problem. Now you can see here what is given, hinge support at B point, rolling support at D point, and the members are like this: 2.8 the horizontal distance and 4.5 the vertical distances. External load is 8.4 and 8.4. Now when we have to solve this question, I have told you there are three steps. First, find out the length of each member, then find out the reactions, and then consider each joint separately. Now for the first, we have to find out the length of each member. I'll talk about the reactions later on. Now what is the length of each member? So we can say length of members. Now what are these? BD is given directly. BD is given, that is 4.5. Then AC is also given, that is again 4.5. We have BC, that is given 2.8. Now values are in meter. Then we have to find out the diagonal AB and DC. AB, that will be equal to DC because all dimensions are same, so it will be same. Now we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. This is hypotenuse, this is what you can consider as a base or perpendicular, so it will be under root of 4.5 square plus 2.8 square. When you solve, it is coming equals to AB is equal to DC, that is equal to 5.3 meter. We are calculating. Now I'll talk about the reactions. Now when we consider this, you can see very easily here it is a rolling support and here it is a hinge support. Rolling support means it will have one reaction only and it will have two reactions only. Now how we consider? I'll draw the free body diagram for that. So I have drawn the free body diagram for the same given object. At A point, external force 8.4, C point external force 8.4, and at D point horizontal reaction is there, RDX, and at B point two reactions because this was a hinge support, so two reactions I am considering, horizontal and vertical. At D point only horizontal because it was a rolling support. So we have to find out the reactions. Now we have taken all the lengths by taking few trigonometric rules. Now we will find out the reactions. Now the easy way to find out the reaction is take moment of force about point B. I prefer to take about point B so that all the forces at B point that must be 0, we will get the RDX very easily. So I am using that thing. Now for this I am taking anti-clockwise positive. Let's say anti-clockwise we are considering positive. Now what will be the equation? You can see here about point B. What is the force? This force RDX, and it is going anti-clockwise. When you are confused in this, just try to think this is the B point, fixed point B. Now this is the force, applied force. So this force is trying to rotate the object like this. Just try to attach this point with the string to the applied force and it is going anti-clockwise. So when you rotate it will go anti-clockwise. So this will produce anti-clockwise, so means positive. So RDX positive into perpendicular distance from B to this means this distance I am taking, that is given 4.5. so this is 4.5. now the next force is 8.4 passing from B point, so it will not have any perpendicular distance, so 8.4 into 0, that is 0. After that this 8.4 again it will giving the anti-clockwise, so positive 8.4 into perpendicular distance. This will be the perpendicular distance. If this is the line of action of force, this will be the perpendicular distance given again same 4.5. after that B RBY passing from the same B point, RBX passing from the same B point, so these are 0, so that is equal to 0. So we can find out very easily RDX into 4.5, this term will go on that side, 8.4 into 4.5, so it will go on that side, or you can say directly it will be cancel out. So RDX we are getting this will be minus, sorry, here when it will go on that side it will be minus, so it will be minus 8.4 kilonewton. Now when the value is coming minus, it means to convert it positive, force can never be minus. only the minus is telling you the direction. So we have to take the positive direction always. So I will say rdx, that is equal to 8.4 kilonewton. But how I will make it positive? By changing the direction. So here rdx we have taken this was the assumption. It means after calculation we are getting the value of rdx, but in this direction. So for all the calculation you have to take this direction, not this one. So we get the value of rdx, I can say it will be in this direction. Then now we have to find out the other reactions, rbx and rby. Now we can apply the same moment of force equation at point a. Then we will find out, this is also the way, but it will be very easy if you go for the summation of fx summation of fy, that is equal to 0. It will also be the same method. But here when you apply summation of fx is equal to 0, or you apply summation of fy is equal to 0, actually we are talking about the forces which are acting on the structure, not the forces in between the members. Means the external force like 8.4, 8.4 and the reactions, that is only the sum of fx and fy. We are not considering the forces inside the members. So fx is equal to 0. Let's see, I have applied this thing. I'm taking left side positive. Again assumption. Now what are the forces acting left side? This rdx we got it on this side, not left side, means right side. So rdx, it is left side, so it will be minus rdx. After that it is also left side, so minus 8.4. It is also left side, minus 8.4. And another force like this rbx, right side, so it will be plus rbx, that is equal to 0. Here from we can find out rdx, we have the value minus, we have taken positive, so it is 8.4 minus 8.4 minus 8.4, and when it will go on that side it will be minus rbx, or we can cancel out the minus. So we are getting rbx, that is equal to 25.2 kilonewton, and this is coming positive. So positive means our assumption for rbx, this was the direction, so that is correct, we can go with this. So rbx we got in this side and rdx we got in this side. It is just same when we find out the forces in member, we assume the direction. For reactions also we assume the direction, then we verify with the positive or minus value. Now similarly we will find out the other reaction. What is that? We have to find out now rby. So for that what we do, we will find out the rby by taking y direction forces 0. So let's say I'm taking upward positive. See what are the various forces you can see in the diagram. First rby upward positive, no other force, only horizontal, 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 so no other force. So I can say rby, reaction at b point in y direction, that is 0, because no force is there. So we have only one reaction, rbx right side, rdx left side. So we find out the reactions. This one I can say this, it must be the positive, this one and this one. Now we will go for the free body diagram of each and every joint, so that we can find out the forces in each member. So let's say at joint A. Now why I am starting with joint A? Why should not I take the other joints? It is a rule there. If I am taking the joint A first, it is having 1 and 2 members, so it is only having 2 unknown forces. If I say about C, it will have 3 unknown forces, B it will have 3 unknown forces, D it is having 2 forces, 2 member 2 forces. So I will prefer that member first, that joint first, which is having maximum 2 unknown members or unknown forces in member. If you go for the B or C, what will happen? Your equation will have 3 unknown variables, so it will become a complex mathematical equations, and then you have to again make a equation of unknown variables. Then you will go for the next joint and then again fill the value. Just to avoid that, I'm using this tool. Now at joint A, now what is the free body diagram for joint A? Let's see. So this is the joint A. Now one member is in this side, that is C, one member is in this side, that is B, and then it is having one external force acting on this, that is 8.4 kilonewton, no other force. Now we assume that in AC, let's say I assume it is having force FAC, and the nature of force is tension, away, going away from the joint, so tension. Now let's say in this I'm taking FBA, means, or AB, you can say BA or AB, force in member BA or AB, and the nature of force is compression. Compression means force direction towards the joint, that is why it is compression. I use this method always. If I take one tension, one compression, mostly the equation will come in this way. Otherwise you can take any direction, this compression, this tension. I have told you in this previous question also. So this is just to assume only. After that it will depend on the positive and negative values. So after making the free body diagram and assuming the direction, we will have fx is equal to 0, then we will apply fy is equal to 0. I'll solve it here so that you can understand. Now what will be there for this joint? All the forces x direction 0. Now x direction 8.4, this is vertical, we will not consider, but this force, it will have the horizontal component in this side, x direction. I will make it separate so that you can understand this. This is the force and direction we assume, so it will have one component in this side, other component this side, right? So if I say I have this angle, this is theta, and it will be FAB cos theta. Now how can I find out this theta? If I have this triangle 90 degree, and if I say this angle 90 degree, this theta, this was the force AB, it is having two components, this one and this one, so it is F cos theta. So this is theta. So cos theta, we know that what is cos theta? Base over hypotenuse. Always opposite to 90 degree, that is theta. So this will be base, this side will be base, and this is hypotenuse, right? So this base, we have the distance that is given 2.8. so I will write the equation now for fx0. Now what will be the equation? Let's say right side I have taken positive, so right side positive means minus 8.4 because it is going left side. Then plus FBA cos theta, that is equal to 0. Now cos theta we have calculated, so minus 8.4 plus FBA, we have to calculate this. Cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse. Now here base, this is base side perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So base is 2.8. So 2.8 divided by hypotenuse, we have calculated the value of AB, that is 5.3. So 5.3, that is equal to 0. Now when I solve it, we are getting FBA, that is equal to, it will go on that side and it will become positive 8.4 divided by 2.8 by 5.3, it will go on that side. Now when we solve this, it will be coming, that is equal to 15.9 kilonewton, and the value is coming positive. So our assumed direction of FBA, that is what, this side. So it is correct because positive value is there. So this is the value of FBA and it is what, compression as per the assumed value. Now we will go for the next. Fy is equal to 0. I'll do that here only so that you can understand. Fy means all the forces y direction 0. So what are the forces y direction? Let's say I have taken upward positive. Now FAC, it is minus y because it is going downward, so minus FAC. Any other force component of this AB, what will be that? Here this component means this one, so it will again upward because it is going upward, so FAC. But if you know this angle, I'm telling you here, this is FBA. Now if you know this angle, then that will be what, component. So you can go in this way. I can say that it will be, if you say this angle we know and this is the right angle triangle, it is what, now it will become perpendicular hypotenuse base. This is not the only one method to solve this question. You can find out the angle of each and you can apply that also. Force and its component cos and sine component, you can do in that way also. So this is the angle. Now what will be that angle? Base over hypotenuse. So I will say FAB Again cos theta I can take just by taking triangle. I'm taking cos theta, otherwise it should be sine or cosine. So that is how much? 0. Now what is the value here? So this is just same. I have taken BA or AB. You can take BA also, no issue in that. Right, now we have the value of FAB or BA. Now we will say FAC, unknown value, plus FBA. We are having 15.9 kilonewton. And cos theta, what will be cos theta in this? This is base. Now in the question you can see this is 4.5 and base over hypotenuse, 4.5 divided by 5.3. So 4.5 divided by 5.3. So when you solve this, it will go on that side and it will become positive. So this is 0. So from here you can calculate. I'm getting the value of FAC, that is equal to 13.5 kilonewton, and it is coming positive. Positive means whatever the assumed direction is there for FAC, that is what? Tension. So we are getting the value of this as tension. Clear with this? First joint we got the values. Now I will take the next joint. I will take the joint C. Okay, so why I'm taking joint C? First I have taken the joint A. Now we are going for the joint C. You can directly go for D also, so it is your wish. Now we are taking joint C. Now what is the free body diagram for joint C? This is the joint C. Now it is having one member B and one in the side A, and it is having one member in the side D. Now what are the forces in this? We have this value, external force 8.4 kilonewton. I have calculated FAC. FAC is tension, so I am taking this tension in the side. So remember this, I have discussed it in last numerical, in last question also. If this is a joint, let's say it is having a number of joint and this is having joints. So let's say AB, and you are finding in AB, for A joint, when you consider A joint, you get the value tension in this side. So same tension will be for B joint also, and same tension will be for this member also. So if you are calculating it for joint, that value, magnitude, and that nature, tension, that will be applicable for member also, for other joint also with which the member is connected. Because I have told you na. Okay, I'll discuss that so that you can understand it better. So it was the member AB. Now I have told you, let's say this member is under tension. So this is the direction of force for member. But what about the joint? Same magnitude, but tension will be when the force is like this for A joint, and tension will be when the member is having, or the joint is having, this tension, this direction. Same tension value, but direction will be like this. So that is why we are taking tension, but in this direction, right? So this is AC. Now after that BC. Now let's say I assume that a force FBC, and I take it compression, just an assumption. And here also I assume, let's say, tension FDC or CD, you can say, a tension force. Now we will find out the value. Again, first Fx is equal to 0, we will apply. Let's say I have taken right side positive. Now what are the various forces? This is going right side, left side, so this is minus 8.4. FDBC positive because it is going right side. After that, no component of this, and it will have the component. Now what will be the component? A diagonal force is there. Just try to understand all the force systems, only then you can solve these numericals. So this is the force direction. It will have two components, this and this. Now we are taking the horizontal component, so we need this angle. And if you have this triangle, I can say this will be cos theta, so I will say direction is this, so it is opposite to the assumed direction, so this will be minus FDC cos theta, that is equal to 0. Now we can find out the cos theta. What will be cos theta in this triangle? Base over hypotenuse. If this is 90 degree opposite to that angle, this will be cos theta. When this is base, this will be perpendicular. Remember that theta, cos theta will be opposite to 90, then this will be base. If you say this cos theta, then this will be base. Okay, this is the way how we assume. So this is the base, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. Now we have this value, that is what, 2.8. so it will be, we will fill the values, 8.4 plus FBC, which we have to calculate, FDC we have to calculate, FDC again unknown value, and cos theta here, that is 2.8 divided by 5.3, and that is equal to 0. Now we can leave it here because we don't know the value of FBC and FDC. I will start with y direction 0, then again I will come to this equation. So let's say for y direction upward I have taken positive. Now what are the forces upward? Tension in AC, we have the value. Okay, first I write the equation FAC positive because upward force is also upward, minus FDC, it will have vertical component also, means now I am taking this component. If I take now this theta, if I am taking this theta means this force and this theta, then I can say it will become base and it is hypotenuse and it is perpendicular. So this will be base upon hypotenuse. So FDC, I can say I can again take cos theta here. Don't worry, we can take cos theta also in this also. So cos theta, now it will be this base upon hypotenuse. If you are facing problem in this, you can go directly by finding the angle. Just find out this angle and this angle, then you can apply this angle 90 minus that angle, then you can apply the cos theta or sin theta. It will also be good with that way also. So FAC, we have calculated FAC, that is what, 13.5. So minus FDC, we don't know FDC, and here we will fill the value 4.5 divided by 5.3, and that is equal to 0. Now we can find out FDC very easily. It will go on that side. So FDC is equal to 13.5, same, and it will be, if I divide it, and we will get the value, that is 9, it is coming 9 kilonewton and positive. So our assumed direction is good. So we have this value tension. Now we can fill the value here and we can find out the value BC. So it will be minus 8.4 FBC we have to calculate, plus FBC minus FDC, we have 15.9, and when we multiply 15.9 with this value, we are getting, okay, I'll make it in next step, 5.3, that is equal to 0. So FB, after calculation, FB is coming, that is equal to 16.8, and again it is coming positive, so it means FBC we have considered compression, so we are getting it compression. Now in the main diagram, if I tell you the calculation or the nature of forces, what we have calculated, first I have calculated FAC is tension, you can say this one, and the value of this, that is 13.5 kilonewton. Now after that we have calculated FBA, and that is compression, so this is FBA compression, and the value is 15.9 kilonewton. Then we go for the C joint, we get the value of FBC, this was BC actually, FBC means this value, and it is again coming compression, so we are getting this value, and this is coming 16.8 kilonewton. And then we get the value of FDC, that is 15.9, and tension, so FDC, this is tension, so in this way we can find out, and we have 15.9 kilonewton. So it means we have find the value 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this value is remaining, so we will go for the D joint, or you can go for the B joint also. Just to make it easy, I'm taking now at joint, let's say I'm taking D joint. So what is the free body diagram for D joint? This is the joint D given. Now for this D joint, this is the direction for C and this is the direction for B. Now what are the forces acting on this? First, we have calculated this reaction at D in X direction. We found it right side, and now we have to assume the force in this BD because it is to be calculated. So let's say I'm taking it compression FBD, and the nature is compression, and we have calculated FTC, that is tension, so we will take this tension, and we have the value of FDC calculated in the previous step. Now again we have to follow the same sum of all Fx 0. Now when I apply Fx, it will give me dx, and okay, I think we should not go for Fxy because we need only this y direction force now, so we have no need to find out this FDC. So I will not go for this, I will go for Fy is equal to 0 because only y direction force is to be calculated. So we apply this. Now I have taken upward positive, but FBD, that is downward, so minus FBD. Any other force? this component of this, that will also be vertical like this, but it will be upward direction, so it will be plus. Now what is that force? FDC. And this angle, if I have to take this angle, I can take this 90 degree, and this will be now base perpendicular hypotenuse, so I can say this is cos theta. Now I have solved all the calculation, I have made all the calculation by taking cos theta only. I have not taken the horizontal component of force cos theta, vertical component sin theta. Why I am taking like this? If you remember, listen, this is the force, I can say this will be F cos theta. It can also be F cos theta. How? If I have this angle, then this will be F cos theta, this will be F sin theta. But if I'm not having this, I'm having this angle, then this will be F cos theta, this will be sin theta, F sin theta, right? So don't worry, do not take it like I'm taking cos theta in all the side, because we are getting the value base over hypotenuse, so that is why I'm taking cos theta. Don't say that it will be horizontal and vertical component cos theta and sin theta always. It can be cos theta both. It depends the value of angle. So done this. Okay, now we will have FBD. We have calculated, if it is to be calculated, we know this value, so FBD plus FDC we have calculated, that is 15.9 into what is cos theta. Now apply here the cos theta, this is theta, so this is base over hypotenuse. Now what is the value of base here in this triangle? You can see that is 4.5. So this is 4.5 divided by hypotenuse 5.3, that is equal to 0. So when I calculate it, it will go on that side minus, and it will become positive. FBD, that is equal to 13.5 kilonewton, and it is positive. So it means our assumed direction of FBD compression, so it is correct. So here I'm getting the value for this, sorry, this compression, it will go like this, so it will be compression, and value is 13.5 kilonewton. So in this way we can find out all the forces. In exam you can just make a table, or you can highlight the values of all the forces so that they can match the answer. Thank you.